All right, so I'm here with my Virginia bluebells, and I've had these for a good 10 years. Now, originally, they were in the corner here, but all the way down on the ground. Them built this whole garden bed retaining wall so that we would have places to actually plant. And originally the land just sloped down because we are on a hill. Anyway, this is what Virginia bluebells look like. They have these little tiny pink buds which open up to these really pretty blue bell-shaped flowers. And they're one of my favorite flowers. So he very nicely bought me 3 more plants that I have planted, and I will let you know and show you later if they start to do better. They usually bloom in the spring, but they come back every year. Okay, so since our corn was only really growing at like a 50% rate, I have 10 seeds now. The seeds I soaked in water to try to hydrate them because they'll germinate much quicker. So I have more toilet paper rolls. So let me show you what I do, and then you can do one. These are makeup brushes. I need a flat end. So you just take it, you bend it, and sometimes you gotta pre-bend, but just go around bending. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then take the brush and smash it down flat so it folds it. So you basically have a flat end. So we're only going to do 5 of these. So, and I'm going to put 2 seeds in each one. So it's really not rocket science, it's just to kind of hold the dirt in place. And the reason why we're doing this is the toilet paper rolls are biodegradable. The problem with corn, when you start them indoors, is when you transplant them, you cannot disturb the roots or they will die. So instead, and as you can see, this is, oh look, it must be growing because there's a root. Maybe I will just put one in each one. So there's a root coming out of the bottom of this one, but it's already starting to fall apart. This was planted 1 week ago. Corn absolutely cannot have, the soil needs to be warm. It can't have any cold temperature. It will die. You need to not put quite so much because I gotta shove my finger down in there. So 1.5 inches is to my knuckle, and you just push it down. So whenever these are all together, I was having problems getting regular cling wrap to stay over the top of them, so I actually was using press and seal over the top of them just until they started to germinate, to kind of keep that moist environment going like you normally do with seedlings. I need 2 more if I got them.
All right. And with that being said, I think we have 1 or 2 more projects for the day, and then we are good to go. So stay tuned.
Okay, so our last project for the day.
No, it's not the last one. We still have to do the outside dirt.
Oh, okay.
Second to last.
Our last indoor project.
Right, last indoor project. There we go.
Is I have all these beefsteak tomato seedlings. For those of you who were around when we originally started these, and I'm gonna kind of tip them up so you can see. These seeds were all saved on paper towels. So they were like dried, folded in a paper towel, and then the seeds of course stuck to the paper towel. So we filled the dirt most of the way in the tray, tore the paper towel, he wetted them down so it wouldn't fly away. We put more dirt over the top and moistened them. So we do have some other ones that we've transplanted out. I've given away a few. Some of these are looking a little shocked right now. They got overwatered. Tomatoes do not like to have their roots drowned in water, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start filling containers. And now the nice thing about tomatoes is you can bury their stems and they will grow roots all up those stems.
Wherever you see the fuzz on the stem of a tomato plant is a potential new root.
And this is part of the reason why we grew so many, because I knew we were going to lose some plants doing this. I've never done this method before. Honestly, I've never really been this successful growing from seed anything.
Here I am. I decided to do a little research, and I decided that seed starting, I'm a rock star.
Yeah, well, there's also quite a financial investment into it that I could never afford in the past whenever I was trying to just do my little home gardens.
But you don't have to spend a whole lot of money, guys. I mean, sometimes you're spending the extra money just to take the system you already have and you're tweaking it so that you have a little more success rate. But you can do all of this stuff on a budget. You can, as long as you got a south-facing window that gets sunlight, you can grow. Doesn't matter if you're in an apartment or not. If you got no good windows, then you're gonna have to have a little bit of an investment of spending for lights, like we have behind us.
Yeah, we don't have any real good south windows. Well, we have one, but
You can't put all the plants there.
and it's my son's bedroom, and it's the one place that all the cats like to look out the patio door. So
It's life.
I understand that.
You still said sorry.
Out of respect, there has been studies that show that they've hooked up electrodes to plants, and they have showed that plants will react out of fear. Like if there's fire that's lit around that plant, it will set spikes off. So plants, and they've actually found that they do that as a communication to the other plants around them also. So we don't give plants enough credit for.
Hey, that one's a little defective.
Oh, I bought them at the freaking Dollar General. What do you expect?
Them not to be burn marked.
Yeah, well. So I think if I do the paper towels again next year, I'm going to try to thin them out much more before they're fully dried on the thing, because the ones that survived the absolute best, the ones that have done the best so far are the ones that there wasn't a bunch of seeds all on that towel together.
All right, well, that's pretty much what we have going on here. We're going to go ahead and finish this off, and stay tuned for the last little project that we have for the day, which is going to be filling up some pots for the outside garden. We'll just show you our soil mix on that and how we're filling those up. and tell you maybe some of the stuff that we're going to be planting in them. And that'll be the end of the video, so stay tuned. Yo. So now we're in the last stage of what we have to do for today, which is basically taking care of the potted garden. I mean, we have all of these, which you just saw us doing, all the broccoli, but then we come past the chickens. Yo, chunkin' vision. We have the ladies, but coming past them, we have the potted garden here, guys. So we've got to make dirt and see how much dirt we can fill up in all of this stuff. I have compost over there. We're going to try to make it go into all of these pots if we possibly can. Fingers crossed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everything up real quick, and we'll go over the process of what we're doing for like ratios and putting building the soil up, and then putting it into a couple of the bags, and we'll call it a wrap. I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch us fill up 36 some odd pots worth of dirt. It's going to take a hot minute. So we'll make this a little bit quicker for you guys. So yeah, here we go. Oh, the ladies wanted your attention real quick. All right, so thank you guys for coming along on to this Sunday's chore day in the garden. There was a lot going on. We're not completely done. We still got a whole bunch of more buckets to go fill up with some of our dirt mix. We're not going to bore you with all of that. Like I said, that's a lot going on there. So with that being said, we're going to cut it right here, guys. Definitely smash the Lizzie like button. Put down any comments about anything that you may have learned, maybe some techniques that maybe we might have overlooked. We don't know everything. It's only our second year growing. So if you got any tips or tricks for us, or something that you might have learned, definitely put them in the comments down below, guys. We'd love to have your comments. I read them. I'll read them all. I'll respond to every one of them, because that's what we'd like to do. So with that being said, thank you all for being here. Please subscribe. Smash that Lizzie like button. Hit the bell notification and all that good stuff. And
may your thumbs
always be green.
Yo!